Sheffield Documentary Festival is the world's most exciting documentary and digital media festival. The central activity in the industry, delegates, is the marketplace.
MeetMarket represents one of the main meeting points in the international documentary industry.
Producers and directors can get together with decision makers who can help enable the project. So these decision makers might be financiers, commissioning editors, other forms of investors, people who can give advice and really help the project move on from where it is to hopefully where it's going to be.
The MeetMarket, it's one-on-one meetings that are pre-scheduled between the filmmakers, producers, and appropriate funders and broadcasters. All parties to the meeting know the project already, so you can actually dive directly into the creative one-on-one discussion.
It's an opportunity to actually sit down and chat with people and have real conversations.
You actually get to meet the people you want to meet, so the conversation is a lot more constructive. You've seen the trailer, you've read the treatment beforehand, so you can go in and actually really dig into the content and get much further than if you're just cold meeting them or just hearing the pitch around the bigger table.
So I don't think anyone's expecting to walk away with a check at the end of a 20-minute meeting, but I think what everyone is expecting is a chance to forge relationships and get to know people face to face for the first time, which is absolutely invaluable, especially when you're talking about international projects.
Being one-on-one with somebody or closer, it's easier to get a sense of whether you think the same way.
The MeetMarket is very informal, I have my own table, people come up to my table, it's my desk, I'm in power, I give them some information, they ask, and it goes very organic because you're talking, you're not so much presenting.
Crossover Market is interactive documentary, and it's a space which is one-to-one meetings match made again like the MeetMarket, as well as the traditional funders and commissioners. You've got people who have digital expertise as well.
Already at Sheffield we had established the MeetMarket, which brought together lots of the main buyers from foundations and from TV, and some of those people were moving into interactive. But by bringing those people together with people who are specialists in digital media, we can provide people with not just conversations about money that they need, but also about development. They're looking for collaborations as well.
It's very tricky to pitch a documentary at the same time as an interactive website, for example, and both of them take time away from each other. But here at the crossover pitches, a really good atmosphere and people understand what you're trying to do and the different space that both of those sides needs.
Meetings are matched one-to-ones, and they're very well matched to the interest of both the filmmakers and the decision makers. Everybody in this table has something to bring in, and that's fantastic.
This kind of initiatives, it's so good because you meet loads of other people that can become part of your project and can help improve it in many ways that you haven't even thought about.
What our great hope and desire is that people who are here now pitching their interactive projects will end up being part of Interactive at Sheffield next year or the year after and be in the Millennium Gallery next door. It's a project we love being shown to all of the delegates here as well as general public of Sheffield.
The MeetMarket began in 2006. It's grown and grown and grown to become one of the biggest documentary markets in the world. But what we realised was there was hundreds of people who didn't get into the MeetMarket and they still had great projects. So we matchmake them with meetings outside of the MeetMarket now. So we're just becoming the matchmaker central down in the hubs there.
There's an incredible opportunity to meet people that we hadn't necessarily arranged meeting with. There's something quite organic about this space in that you get to meet lots of people and then someone else introduces you to somebody else.
Every year when I go into the Hub C where we have the MeetMarket and everything is set up and we're just waiting for the producers to come, we get the shivers. I mean, it's always so much anticipation and so much excitement. But we're not the ones that bring that to the table. The filmmakers, the producers, and the decision makers are what really matters. And they come every year and we hope they'll continue to do so.